Hey, what is going on everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to another build tutorial. Today we are building a multi-purpose building that we are using for our armor trim collection in the Optimistic Survival series. I haven't really thought of a name for this. By the time I upload it, the title will have a name, but for now, it is just a multi-purpose building. We are going to start here in the front. This is going to be our front, and we are going to start with a spruce pillar that is 4 blocks tall, a spruce log pillar, then leave an 11 block gap in between that, I think that is 11, and another 4 block tall pillar. Also, all of the materials and the descriptions are down below. Actually, I'm gonna flip this around. This is going to be our front, that way we don't have the shadows on the face that we are trying to build. Going towards the back, leave another 11 block gap and place 2 more spruce pillars 4 blocks tall, so we should have a square that looks like this. Then going to either side, leave another 11 block gap and do the same thing once again, and another 11 block gap going back. And then turn this and go back in by 11 blocks. We can just line ourselves up with that pillar right there. And then we are going to go back for another 11 and then over and back around. So we are going to make a plus shape like this with our spruce pillars all 11 blocks apart from each other. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I will show you what that looks like. So that will look like this. We should have 12 pillars in total in this plus shape, all 11 blocks apart from each other. Next, take out your Tuff bricks and go to the front of the build. Go 1 block in from the spruce pillars here, and extend these going across the front by 5 blocks on each side, leaving that middle block open. And then we are going to extend our Tuff bricks going all the way around on the inside of all of our spruce pillars. So we are going to turn them before we get adjacent to them. So it will look like this. On the inside, they will wrap around like that. And on these outer pillars, they will connect in the corners. And we are going to do that going all the way around the build. And that will look like this once it is finished. We can go ahead and do our floor real quick. For the inside, we can remove this layer of grass right here and replace it with oak planks or any material you choose for the floor. There we go. Now that we have our floor into place, we can start working on our walls. Take your pale oak planks, and in any of these corners right here, we're going to start from the front. On the Tuff bricks, place 4 pale oak planks going up. They will be 1 block above our spruce pillars. We can actually go ahead and do this on all of the corners real quick. So that will look like this. And then we can connect these going all the way across the top. So we should have a 3 block gap in between these planks and the Tuff bricks. So that will look like this. Now we are going to leave some space for our windows. In each of these sections, except for the front, we are going to have 2 2-block wide windows, and they will be 2 blocks separated from our spruce pillars. So from the inside corners, we are going to extend our pale oak planks by 3 blocks, just like that. So we have 2 blocks right here. And from the outside, we are only going to extend those by 1 pale oak plank so that we have 2 blocks right there. And then we are going to leave a 2 block gap and place 1, 2, 3 across the middle. And that will leave us with 2 2-block wide windows. And we are going to do this in all of these sections going around, except for here in the front, where we are going to place 1 more row of pale oak planks on the outside, and then a row of pale oak planks next to where our door will be. So we are still going to have 2 2-block wide windows right here. So go ahead and do that going all the way around, and then we will move on to the first level roof. So that will look like this once you are finished, and we can move on to our roof. On top of all of our spruce pillars, we are going to place a full block of Tuff on all 12 of these pillars. And then on the inside 4 corners right here, we are going to place 1 more full block of Tuff bricks on top of each of those existing Tuff bricks. So from up above, it will look like this. Take out your Tuff brick slabs, and we are going to make triangles over each of these sections, starting at the upper half of each of these tough brick blocks and extending up and out until we reach the middle, and we will place 2 more slabs in the middle just like this. Here on these longer sides right here, same thing again. We are going to go up and out until we are lined up in the middle of these sections. And for this section right here, we are going to place a tough slab on the upper half of that brick and the lower half of that brick, and then we will continue that same pattern. So that looks like this from the side and like this from the front. And we are going to go ahead and do this in all of these sections going all the way around. So that will look like this once you are finished. We are going to have all of these gaps in between the tough bricks and our walls, and we are going to fill in those gaps using our pale oak planks. You can do this from the inside, just make sure that all of these gaps are covered up going all the way around. So that should now look like this. Take out your spruce log pillars once again and go to the front of the build. Right here on this first pale oak plank that we have above our layer of walls, this one that covered up that gap right there, we are going to place a spruce log on top of that and then leave a 5 block gap and place 1 more on this side. So from the outside, that will look like this. We are going to do this at the ends of all 4 of these sections, leaving a 5 block gap in between them. So 8 logs in total just like that. We are going to extend these up for a total of 5 logs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and go ahead and do that going all the way around. So that will look like this, and then on these inside 4 corners on top of the pale oak, we are going to place 6 spruce logs on top of each of these, and they will line up with our outer spruce logs that we just placed. At the bottom of those 4 spruce logs that we just placed, we are going to place a pale oak plank extending over the inside of the build just like this, and then we will extend those in by 1 more on each side. So that will look like this, except for that one. There we go. So 2 pale oak planks extending in just like that, and then we are going to turn these towards all of the outer spruce log pillars that we just placed, and we will extend those all the way to that wall just like that, and we are going to do that on all 4 sides. So that will look like this. For the second floor, we are going to once again use oak planks, and we are going to fill these in between all of our pale oak planks that we just placed. If you are playing in survival, make sure you light up the inside underneath here so that you don't have any hostile mobs spawning. There we go. So from up above, that will look like this. We are going to extend our pale oak planks all the way around the second level by 1 additional layer, just like that, and then we are going to make some space for some windows. We are going to start from these inside corners, and from these spruce logs, we are going to place 1, 2, 3 spruce logs, leave a 1 block gap, and then extend, or sorry, not spruce logs, pale oak planks. 3 pale oak planks, leave a 1 block gap, and then extend those all the way out to the end, just like this, and we are going to do that on all 8 of these corners. So again, 1, 2, 3 pale oak planks, 1 block gap, extend those planks all the way to the edge. Here at the edge, we can also place a row of planks going across. Same thing one more time, 1, 2, 3, 1 block gap, extend those planks all the way to the end, and fill in across that front. So that will look like this once it is finished. And then we are going to leave a 2 block space from that 1 block gap going towards the front, place 2 pale oak planks, and then leave a 1 block gap, and then place 3 pale oak planks and place a 1 block gap and then 2 more pale oak planks. So from the outside, from the front, we have 2 planks, a gap, 3 planks, a gap, and 2 planks, and then another gap for this window right here, and we can extend the rest of those up. This window is going to be 3 blocks tall, so we can extend our planks all the way to the height of our spruce logs, just like that. So we should have a 4 block tall gap here, and 2 3 block tall gaps we can extend our planks going all the way across to make space for those windows. We are going to have a plus-shaped window here in the front. That is going to be the bottom of it. So place 2 L shapes just like that, and then go back in just like that at the top. One more time in those corners, 2 L shapes just like that, and then 2 planks at the top extending in. So we are going to repeat that for all 8 sections. There we go. So all of those windows have been carved out and put into place. Take out your Tuff brick slabs and go around the top level of the sides of all of these walls and outline that with your Tuff brick slabs. When you get to the front faces here on the ends, extend those out by 1 more, and then turn them next to the spruce logs and go up by 1, and then out 1, up, and up until you reach the middle, and just repeat that pattern on the other side as well. So we're going to have triangles like this, and in this 3 block gap here at the top, we can fill that in with 3 planks. So go ahead and do that going all the way around the entire second floor. And again, on those ends, we are going to have this shape right here, and on these sides, just outline the walls. So that will look like this once it is finished. Just make sure you fill in those gaps at the ends of each section. Take a temporary block and place those in these 4 corners right here, just like that on the inside, and on top of those blocks, place a spruce log, and then we can go ahead and remove those temporary blocks. We are going to extend all of these spruce logs up for a total of 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we are going to do that 3 more times. In between the bottom of all of these spruce log pillars, place a row of pale oak planks going all the way around. And then extend these rows up so they are 3 blocks tall, just like that, going all the way around on all 4 sides. So we should now have something that looks like this. Next to these spruce logs, place 1, 2, 3 pale oak planks, leave a 2 block gap, place 3 more, 2 block gap, and 3 more, and then place a solid row of pale oak planks across the top, just like that. So we are going to have 2 block wide, 3 block tall windows, and we are going to do this on all 4 sides. So that will look just like this. Extend these pale oak planks up by 2 more rows so they match the height of the spruce logs, and then extend them up 1 more row past the spruce logs, just like this. And then leave a 1 block gap going in, and place 5 pale oak planks going across, just like that. Extend that up by 1 additional row, and then leave a 1 block gap going in, and place a row of 3 pale oak planks, 2 blocks tall, just as before. Finally, place 1 more pale oak plank at the very top, just like that, and you should be left with something that looks like this. Take your Tuff brick stairs at the top of the spruce pillars, place an upside down stair facing in on each pillar. So that will look like this. Next to the stairs on the outside, place a lower half slab and extend that down by 1 more. And do that in all 4 corners. Next to that bottom slab, extend those slabs going all the way across on all 4 sides of the walls. On top of the upside down stairs, place a full block of Tuff. On top of the Tuff blocks that we just placed, place a right side up stair. And then place an upside down stair right behind it, a full block of Tuff, and a right side up stair. And then we are just going to repeat this pattern with upside down stairs, a full block of Tuff, and these are all Tuff bricks, by the way, and then a right side up stair. One more time, upside down Tuff brick stairs, a full block of Tuff bricks, and right side up Tuff brick stairs. So you should get to the top and have a 1 block gap like this. In between these 2 right side up stairs, place another upside down Tuff brick stair and a right side up Tuff brick stair facing out. Also, I realized we need to extend all of these rows out by 1 more, so just fill in all of those gaps just like that. Same thing on these 3 sides as well. It's a lot easier to get those walls into place before we do the rest of this roof, since it's a bit more technical. So again, on top of all of the Tuff bricks, we place a right side up stair facing out, an upside down stair facing in right behind the right side up stair, and then a full Tuff brick block on top of the upside down stair. And we just repeat that pattern all the way until we get to the top. So once you have finished that on all 4 sides, it will look like this. Leave a 1 block gap going up from these Tuff brick slabs, and in the middle, wreck a 1, 2, 3 block tall, 1 block wide gap. That is where our last window is going to be, and we can do that on all 4 sides. And then 1 block below that window, we are going to place a layer of oak planks, just like that. And then on these next sets of windows right below them, again, 1 block below those windows, another layer of oak planks. Now, if you want to build a staircase in between each of these floors, by all means go ahead, but in the survival series build, for the sake of space, what we did was a spruce log pillar in the middle, so find the middle of the 2nd floor, and then go down to that 1st floor, place a spruce log in the middle, and extend that all the way until we get to the very top of the build. So once you're on this top floor right here, extend those up all the way until they line up with the top of the pale oak. And then on all 4 sides, just wreck a 1 block gap, just like this. And then you can take out some ladders and place these going all the way up until you get to the top. You don't have to extend them all the way up to the roof if you don't want to. So that will look like that. You can do ladders on all 4 sides if you want, or you can only have 1 ladder on 1 side, but we have ladders on all 4 sides, so we have 4 gaps just like that. For the ceiling on the 1st floor, this is the only floor that has a separate ceiling because of how the outside roof is. We are going to use spruce slabs, and we are going to place these on the upper half of the pale oak planks, 1 block above those windows, and we can fill in the entire ceiling using these spruce slabs, and again around the ladder we will just surround it like that. And with the ceiling put into place, it will look like this. Let's do the front door real quick. Place 1 more pale oak log going down from the front, or pale oak plank, and then place an upside down stair from the outside and a Tuff brick block to replace that grass. We are going to use a dark oak door placed from the inside just like that. We are very close to being done with the build. All that we have left now are the windows and the roof. For all the windows, we are going to fill in each of these gaps using dark oak fences. So go ahead and do that on all of the windows on all 4 of the floors. And make sure you fill in the cross-shaped windows at the ends of the 2nd floor. So all we have left now is the roof. We are using dark oak planks for the roof. Going around the 1st level, we are going to fill in just like that, following the shape of the Tuff brick slabs, and we are going to fill those in 2 planks back until we hit the walls of the 2nd floor. Once you get to this section right here on the inside corners, we are going to go all the way down just like that, and then we are going to go back up by 1 slab just like this. So we have this little dip, and then it goes back up just like that. So that is how the roof is going to look, and we can go all the way around on the 1st floor and fill that in with our dark oak slabs. So that will look like that going all the way around the 1st level. For the 2nd level, we are going to do a row of dark oak slabs next to that 1st layer of Tuff slabs, and we are going to turn it once we get to that corner just like this, and then extend them going in that direction. Same thing over here on this side. These will go all the way back to this wall. We will turn them going around it, kind of outlining that corner of the 3rd floor. And then right here, these Tuff slabs will just extend all the way back with our dark oak slabs, and we will go all the way to that wall, and it will look like this. So nice and simple for this layer. Just do that 4 more or 3 more times. And that is how our second floor roof looks. We have one more roof up here at the top, and it really isn't all that bad. Find all of these Tuff brick blocks right here, and next to them place spruce planks, just like that, all the way to the top. And once we reach the top, right behind those stairs, we can place a few more blocks. We are going to extend those in a plus shape, going all the way across. And we can extend our spruce log up by one more there in the middle. And then we are going to connect all of these blocks right here, just build them out, and then turn them just like that. So each of these is sort of its own L shape, going a full block down each time. So once you get all of those blocks placed in, it will look like this. On top of each of those blocks, we are going to place our dark oak stairs, and we are just going to turn them. In the corners, they will line up with our Tuff brick stairs, and in this little gap right here, just place one more dark oak stair. Go ahead and do that 3 more times, and then you will have a finished build. And there we have it, except for our 2 front windows, which I somehow forgot to fill in. There we go. That is a lot better. I guess it's sort of like a monastery or something like that. Again, I'm not really sure what to call it, but if you enjoyed today's video, definitely hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye!